What is up, everyone? Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name's Alex, and today I have a special new video. We're diving into the new Poppy album, so let's get into it. Okay, sorry that I've been gone. I mentioned this in my last video. I had COVID and it kind of sucked. I had all these plans to do these videos and then COVID hit and it's not fun. It's not fucking fun, man. But let's get into Poppy's newest album, Negative Spaces. Let's dive in, man. So Poppy is a musician from the United States that has been around for a while now. She actually has, this is her 6th full-length album, believe it or not. And she has gone through a lot of changes in her career. And this album might honestly be her best work to date. So she just dropped Negative Spaces, which is her 6th full-length album. It's a 15-track album, and it's full of metalcore bangers, honestly. This album was produced by Jordan Fish, who you might recognize from Bring Me the Horizon. And his influence is heard all over this album, and you can't tell me it's not. The chord progressions and like the way that the songs flow together, they're so close to what he was doing with Bring Me the Horizon. And I don't mean like it's like a copy of that. I'm talking about like just the way like sonically he produces albums. It sounds like what he was doing with Bring Me the Horizon, and that's not a bad thing. It's just like his influence is definitely there. And on this album, it sounds like Poppy has really refined her like screaming, which was crazy because, you know, she has so many like pop oriented like dance electronic albums. And then she kind of like made her foray into like metalcore and metal, and has really leaned into that in this album. Like she has really leaned into like not even just metalcore, like full on hardcore in some of these songs, which I really enjoy. I love seeing this darker side of Poppy. And quite frankly, when I first like heard Poppy was like kind of getting into like the metalcore space, I was like, I don't know, I was kind of skeptical about it. I really was. I feel like some people do this, like they just kind of go into like whatever's popular. But honestly, I don't think like this kind of metalcore is super duper popular. Like I don't think it's gonna be like, I mean, maybe it is because she's fucking nominated for a Grammy. So maybe it is, maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong there. I'm just catching myself. Maybe I'm wrong. But it sounds like she has really stepped up her game screaming wise, and it sounds like Knocked Loose specifically has rubbed off on her a little bit. The first track on this album really has a big Jordan Fish feel all over it. It really sounds and feels like a Jordan Fish song. Like he really, like it sounds like something that he would have like helped write. And it also sounds like Poppy has been hanging out with Bad Omens a lot. And I'm saying that because they collabed, and also the fact that like they've just been seen a lot outside of music. But I feel like that would also explain her leaning into this more heavier sound, because she's just hanging around with these kind of people. This is the music that they make. So I feel like these bands and these artists like have really inspired her and influenced her, and I really enjoy that. I love that she's like kind of leaning into this. And I mean, this album, even though like it's not fully cohesive, I feel like it's like a love letter to this kind of music, and she's like doing a really good job at it. You know, she's not butchering it like some people out there. This album doesn't let up though. It goes into tracks like They're All Around Us and Centers Falling Out, which are both fast and heavy, in-your-face metal tracks that have like a hardcore influence. I mean, especially Centers Falling Out. It really sounds like Knocked Loose. Like it has like Knocked Loose vibe to it, melody-wise, and I just love that about it. I love that like she's leaning into that sound. That is the kind of sound that I love in this like metal space anyway. That's like what I'm really into. So I'm glad that she's leaning into it, and I feel like her screams work for this kind of music. And then she kind of gets back to her roots with the song Crystallize, which is a dancier electronic song. And this is what she was kind of like known for when she was starting her career in music and when she started growing. And I feel like she's showing that she can still do this style of music. It's still there. She's still crushing it. That song fucking rocks. It's a banger. And even though like it may not fit on this album all too well, I like that they're still including it. I'm kind of hoping that she fully either does like a full metalcore album and just like really refines it, gives us like 10 or 11 tracks, really fucking good metalcore, or goes like full dance, electronic shit, pop shit again, and gives us all like whatever. I want her to like really lean into that, really refine it. I like that she's like mixing these different genres together, but I kind of wish like we got like I don't know, I really like that though. I really like that she's like still able to crush both kinds of music. The track is like upbeat and it will get you going, and if you're there for that like kind of poppy sound. And then she has a song called Push Go, which is also there with that electronic sound. It kind of has a more Jordan Fish feel to it, and she mixes that one with some guitars and it definitely works. And then she ends the album with a slower like ballad almost called Halo, which is showing her like softer side, and I definitely like appreciate that she like threw that in there and shows us that like she can do this like softer side, like she has a more personal side to her that like she wants to show in her music, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate when artists do that kind of stuff, and it's not just heavy in your face metalcore or dance pop electronic tracks. Like this song shows that she has a range of stuff that she can do, and it shows that she's just like she's open to opening up to us, and I like that. It's just really nice to hear. I think my favorite song on this whole album is Centers Falling Out, probably just because of the heavy like hardcore influence on it, but let me know what your favorite song on this track is down below, or favorite track on this album is down below. And also let me know what your favorite poppy album is, if it's not this specific song, if it's not this specific album. Let me know down below in the comments. I'll see you guys there. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, by the way. This was my review of Poppy's new album, Negative Spaces. I really enjoyed it. And like I said in some of my other reviews, album reviews, I stopped doing like album ratings of like numbers. I don't like that. So I just wanted to like kind of give you my thoughts on like the album as a whole and like different tracks that I really enjoyed. And that's just kind of like what I do in these little album reviews. But let me know what you guys thought down below. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.